How was practice this morning?
Good. I thought it was good. I mean, it versus the scout team part. Some of that was a little frustrating, and a lot of it's just we're so thin on scout teamers. Our scout team guys are busting their tail. They're going every snap. We got, like on offense, you'll have our one unit run 5 plays, then our 2 unit runs 3 plays. Well, guess what? The scouts are running all the plays, and it's just tough on those guys. And I love those guys, and they're really giving all they got for us. But it's tough for them to give a great look when there's just not enough of them to keep them fresh, and so that becomes a little frustrating as far as just the look that we get in the simulation of what we're trying to get. But then, you know, like I said, we go offense versus defense, 1s versus 2s, 2s versus 1s. We script it so the defense of 2s gives our 1s, our offensive 1s, the best look possible, and our 2 offensive team can give them the best look for the #1 defense. And that's where we really get, you can kind of see where we're at. And I thought that part of the practice was really good. So we start the practice with it, we end the practice with it, and it was very good.
I know starters is kind of a fluid term, the way the season's gone injury-wise, but can you talk about how the behind the starters in the offensive line, how that group has performed, you know, in practices and the stuff that we don't get to see?
Yeah, they're second team for a reason right now. I mean, you know, some of them are on the younger side and developing, and some of them are just trying to prove that they can play at this level. And you know, we think we got the best guys in the starting lineup, and of course, if you lose a guy, you got to, you know, put another guy in there. And we have a deal with Gall on what's today, Wednesdays, that he has a class early in the day, so he misses almost the first half of practice, and that puts us in another bind to just get through the first half of practice. We're putting guards at tackle and you know, guards at center, and so it's not ideal, but the good news is you only need 5 once we kick it off.
That's because he's trying to graduate early or something like that, right?
Well, I mean, it's just a normal class that he's got to take. Yeah, I mean, he's on track to graduate though this semester. I mean, is it this semester?
Sorry.
Yeah, I guess it's. I'm trying to think. Would it be? He's on track. I think it might be spring semester.
Okay.
But anyway.
I was going to ask how Trevor Darling is doing. We thought maybe he's nicked up.
Yeah.
And also
Yeah.
Demetrius Jackson, what's his status?
Yeah. Well, I think they'll both play in the game.
No, but yeah, how's Demetrius doing?
Well, I don't go over injury reports right now, really. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, let me ask you this:
they're both play.
anything you can say about Demetrius? It's great to get him back, right? I mean.
Oh yeah, it's really good. He's a good kid. I love him.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to get into injury reports every day. That's why there's a certain time we give them out at the end of the week, and we'll go with that. So.
Okay.
The energy of when you get a guy like that back, you know, Demetrius who's been gone, just even him being out at practice, you know, what does that do for the rest of his
Well,
position?
I mean, he's a teammate like everybody else, you know. I think the guys love and respect him, you know, but I think they feel that way about most of their teammates. And but yeah, it's always good to have a guy back and just add more energy to the group and add more depth to the group. It's thin right now.
What have you liked about Joe Jackson? Kind of how he's come along this season?
He's just I don't know how to say it. He's a happy guy. You know what I mean? Shows up with a good attitude. He loves to play football. He loves to practice. He's very excited about being at the U. And he's getting to play not more than he should, but more than a lot of times you do when you're a young guy like that. You know, usually there's enough depth in there where you don't play a whole bunch. But he's played so much now. He's a veteran now, and but I like his attitude that he brings every day.
All right, last question. Well,
You got
I'll ask
anything
about
else?
again with Joe, just his development for his future. Just kind of
Oh
things
yeah.
he can-
Well, you know, I don't know how much he's gained since he's been here. He's still a pretty slim, trim guy. He's going to muscle up and really be fantastic. But the experience that he's gaining right now has been huge, and he's made plays for us. You know, I mean, he's playing in games when everything's on the line, so that won't be a shock to him in the future.
I got one more.
Hey,
Sure, that's all what you got.
Yeah, with Malik Young,
Yeah.
have you started to see his confidence coming on? It looked like maybe at first
Malik's
they were picking
fast.
on him.
He's strong. You could see he'll play physical.
Yeah.
He's helping us on specials. he's got all the skill set to be a really good one.
Is it kind of with him like he doesn't know yet what he doesn't know?
I don't know. I mean,
Maybe it's all freshmen.
yeah, I mean he's like the other freshmen, just getting reps, a lot more reps than maybe a lot of true freshmen get around the country. But I think it's helping him. Yeah.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah.